Jagatguru. Hare Krishna. Thank you all for nice participation and program. As it is said, Krishna appeared into this world. He gave pleasure to Devaki and Vasudeva. Vasudevam Sutam Devam. And to give pleasure to the devotees and to kill the demons comes the Chanura Mardhanam. Demons like Kamsa, Chanura, and so forth. And what does he do? And he established the dharma for this world. Krishnam Vande Jagat Kurum. How does he establish it? By giving us the Shastra, the Vedas, especially when he came into this world. He gave the greatest wealth to all of us in the form of Bhagavad Gita. So therefore, Vasudevam Sutam Devam comes a Chanura Mardhanam, Deviki Paramanandam, Krishnam Vande Jagatkurum. It is said the father and mother that we have in this lifetime, and when you add the father and mother from the previous lifetime, does any of you remember your father and mother from previous life? No, right? What to speak about? Do you know that you all had father and mother in previous life too? At least do you know? You are
No,
no. But do you know that this is not the first time you are born, you're already born before also? Do you know that? Meher says no. What about you all? Samanvi, I see Samanvi and Mahati. Do you know that you were born before and you had a different body?
no.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So you could not mute yourself, please. So yeah, so the father mother from this lifetime that we have, and the father mother the lifetime from the previous lifetime, father mother from the previous to previous lifetime, and father mother from the previous to previous to previous lifetime, father mother from previous to previous to previous to previous lifetime. Like, and you can keep on adding on so many father mother. It is not only one father mother that we have now whom we can see. So just for the sake of understanding, have you see this gauging balance, right, where you try to weigh balancer, your gauging machine. So you place all the father mothers that you can think of, hundreds of lifetimes, thousands of lifetimes, on one side of the plate. Hmm? Whatever number that could be, we don't know. Place all the father mother on one side of the plate, and when you place on another side of it, when you place Vedas, the scripture, right? Still, it cannot balance out. Vedas are much higher than hundreds and millions of parents that we had this lifetime and the previous lifetime included. What it means is that the Vedas are much more affectionate, much more loving, much more compassionate, with a lot of parental affection towards us. And that Veda is none other than Krishna himself was given this wonderful literature called Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita is the essence of Vedas. Bhagavad Gita is the essence of Upanishad. Therefore, the same Bhagavad Gita is appeared, or the same Bhagavad Gita is what's spoken in Bhagavatam. There's no difference between Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavad Gita is instruction, whereas Bhagavatam is stories of the same instructions. That's what we are learning over here. And when the Lord comes into this world, not only He gives the instruction, not only He gives the association of His time, His energy, and everything to His devotees, but at the same time, He makes sure the unwanted people are also wiped off. They are all cleaned, finished. Comes the Chanura Mardhanam. Hmm? And by doing so, He gives pleasure to Devaki Paramanandam, not ordinary Anandam. Anandam and Sukham. There are two different things are there. Anyone know what Sukham means? Any of you know what Sukham? Sukham means? Yes. Go ahead, Rukmini.
I think Sukha means like not keep on going, like stop
Okay,
talking.
Bhavya. Thank you, Rukmini. Bhavya.
I think Prabhuji, I think Sukha means happiness.
Okay. So Mahati, what does Dukkam means?
Unhappiness.
Huh?
Unhappiness.
Unhappiness. Oh, you're very scholar. Yes, unhappiness, distress. Okay. What does Anandam means? Uh, who can answer? What does Anandam means? Okay, Diksha.
Happiness.
Happiness. Sukham also happiness. Anandam also happiness. Gauransh,
I think it's joy.
joy. So is it different from happiness or what? Akshara, go ahead.
It means happiness.
So what is the difference between Sukham and Anandam then? Yes, Lakmini.
So Sukham, it's like not really very happiness. It's not bliss, but Anandam, it is bliss.
Oh, that is beautiful explanation. Very good. Very, very nice. Well said. So yes, Sukham, yeah, I'll come back to you, Bhavya. So Sukham as a temporary set, time set, right? I can be happy today. I may that happiness may not be tomorrow. I may be happy when I'm thinking of I'm going to have lunch at 12:30 or 12 o'clock. I've been thinking, oh, what a happy I'm going to enjoy my food. But you can't keep on eating for rest of the day, right? Once your stomach is filled, then you're done with that happiness. Then Anandam is not like that. Anandam has no limit to the pleasure, right? That is called Anandam. So Devaki Paramanandam, that means her happiness was unbound by time, place, and circumstances by having such a beautiful, wonderful baby. Who will not be in Anandam when the Supreme Lord Himself came? Someone has raised their hand. Is that by mistake? Someone Shiva AK? You have a question or something? Okay, I guess that by mistake. Okay, so here Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. That son was born to Devaki and Vasudev is Param Guru, the supreme master who gave this wonderful literature called Bhagavad Gita. And this particular sloka is the same sloka Paritranaya Sadhana Vinashaya cha Duskritam. Dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. So the Lord appears time after the other, million after million, to just establish the dharma and save the devotees and annihilate the miscreants. When Kamsa came to know the message that the baby was born, and he came, and when he heard that Yogamaya, that girl baby, he didn't know that exchange happened when the baby, the girl slipped from the hand of Kamsa and he got up and started speaking that the Kamsa, the person, the baby, the child who's supposed to kill you has already born and is growing up elsewhere. When Kamsa heard this one, he became very, 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 very anxious, upset, fearful, whatever you can think of. Then he was reflecting for a minute and he went to his sister and brother in law, Devaki and Vasudev. He went and sat in front of them. You'll be surprised. He said, my dear sister, how horrible I behaved with you.
I I'm boy.
Yeah. How, how horrible I behaved with you. I'm very sorry. I killed all your children, babies, and I put you into the jail. And I should know that one should not be so attached to anything. Hmm? One should just go with whatever the providence lies on him according to his deeds, whatever the karmas one has to go through. It is because of my behavior that you have to go through the suffering of misfortune by losing all your children. I'm hoping they are all in a better place. And kindly please understand, we all come together, we live together, and then we die, and again we'll born. This is what Kamsa was speaking to his sister Devaki. Does it sound familiar to you all, what Kamsa is speaking here?
Very familiar.
Yeah,
I
this is.
just thought that like Kamsa is very bad. He won't either do any good karma.
Yeah, look at this. It's surprising that Kamsa is speaking pretty much Bhagavad Gita. Kamsa is speaking pretty much what Vasudev spoke to him on the chariot when he was requesting Kamsa, please do not kill your sister. So he was telling all this thing. Now Kamsa is exactly repeating the same thing. One should not be attached to these things. Please forgive me for all my things. It's all because of the karma that one has to go through. One should not be the killing and non-killing. It's only to the body. My dear sister, I beg to you and my brother-in-law Vasudev, kindly forgive me, excuse me for my behavior. Therefore, I'm going to release you both. He was crying. Can you believe Kamsa crying? Right? Have you all seen a picture of Kamsa crying? No.
I
Kamsa was,
I I always saw Kamsa like this.
yeah, like that. Your face is exactly, he was like that, like angry face all the time. But he was crying, tears was flowing like anything. Then he was just asking my sister, what that you have to go through because of me. Then he said, I'm going to release you both. Okay. So he said, please, you don't need to go through. I'm removing all the shackles and everything from you. You are released now. And kindly forgive me. Kindly forgive me for this one. So he left like this and he went back to his palace. Kamsa went back to his palace. And then before that, Vasudeva was saying, whatever has happened has happened. So what can we do? It has happened. Let's not worry about those things. It is true what you are saying. Nothing belongs to us, Kamsa. Everything comes for some time, stays with us for some time, and it goes away. During the interim period of when it comes in contact with us, and by the time it goes from us, we get so much attached to those things, thinking that belongs to me. So this is natural attachment which one should try to be detached from. Therefore, don't be too much concerned about it. Whatever has happened has happened. That is fine. Please, thank you for releasing us. And after that, Kamsa left with peaceful mind. He went back to his house. Now, so far everything looks nice, right? Now it's a complete change of Kamsa from bad guy seemed to be he's become a good guy, right? Now he went back to his house. He called every minister and everyone. As soon as he went back, he called everyone. Hmm? And he told what has happened, how Yogamaya came and how Yogamaya came and spoke what is, how the eighth child of Vasudev has already born and has been growing in some other place. So he was telling everything to all the ministers. Okay, so guess what? His ministers, wonderful ministers and advisors and counselors and everyone he had, right? He has great people as his friends. As soon as they heard this one, they started speaking. They started speaking, my dear king, you're not an ordinary person. You are great. No one can win you. You're so strong. You can defeat anyone. Even Indra is afraid of you. You should not only be the king of this Mathura, you are king of the ruler of the entire planetary systems. Therefore, even Indra is afraid of you. Why are you have to be concerned about anything to do with small, tiny little baby? Right? Are you anyone here is afraid of a baby anytime? Right? No one is afraid of.
Prabhuji,
Yes.
baby, I will never be afraid. It's just like a toy. It's okay.
Yeah, babies are like toys, right? No one get afraid of babies. And why are you, Kamsa? Don't worry about anything. Be happy. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. And these babies, uh, We can deal with Indra, Yama, Varuna, Vayu, and many, many great, 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 great Asuras, Rakshasas, and Devatas, and Gandharvas, and Charanas, and so many people. What to speak about a tiny little born baby? It's nothing. So, Kamsa, we have a good advice for you. And Kamsa said, for a minute. He said, what is it? Well, let's go around to all the places. Any babies who was born in past 10 days, and guess what? Kill them. Let's kill them.
That is
Let's
a
not,
very, 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 very bad advice.
let's kill them. Right? So especially remember, if Vishnu has taken birth to kill you, Vishnu, the Lord, is very much favorable to Brahmanas. He is very much concerned about Vedas, pujas, yagyas, dhana, dharma, all those different things. So the best way to find out the baby, to kill the baby, is by attacking and torturing the Brahmanas. The Brahmanas. We'll go to all the places wherever there are Vedas is being chanted, wherever people are doing yagyas, wherever there are dharmas happening, whoever is speaking about God, right? We'll kill them, finish them. This is exactly what is happening currently in the world. Hmm. People are thinking mostly that they become more modernized, or they feel themselves low if they speak about God. Right? They think that denial of God, denial of temple, denial of pujas and Vedas and all those things, they think they are well advanced. Whereas people, they consider the people who are believer of Vedas, believer of God, believer of pujas, right? They think they are all low level of consciousness because they are depending on someone else, right? Unfortunately, that is what is happening in many places. Surprisingly, in India, this has become more political. Even politicians over there are propagating this particular thing, right? That there is no God. No one should be talking about God, especially when it comes to Sanatana Dharma, especially when it's come to Krishna, when it comes to Rama, when it comes to temple, they are against it. But as we read this one, this is a mentality of Kamsa. This is a mentality of demons. They try to attack the devotees. They try to attack the Vedas. So they made a plan. Let's go out and kill all the Brahmanas, torture all the Brahmanas, steal their wealth of knowledge, and so that everything will get spoiled. When everything gets spoiled, what happens? That baby who's hiding somewhere out of fear for you, right? This baby is so fearful. He ran away from wherever it is and hiding somewhere. Also, we heard that Vishnu hide himself in the heart of devotees. Hmm? He hides in the heart of devotees. So what is he doing hiding somewhere? What can he do? He cannot do anything hiding somewhere. And Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, they themselves help cannot do anything either. So why are we worried and concerned about Vishnu, Brahma, Shiva? None of them. So the best thing is let's go out and find the babies who were all born in past 10 days and kill them. At the same time, let's go and torture the Brahmanas, spoil their pujas. Let's do these things. And Kamsa heard this one. Guess what? He liked that idea very much. He liked the idea very much. Therefore, these type of people who speak but do not apply in their life as practice should not be trusted. Hmm? Many people in the world, they speak Bhagavad Gita. Many people, they come and give classes. Many people, they speak a lot of big philosophy, but behind their whatever activities, a speech, public speech, their activities are completely opposite to what they speak. They don't really have complete faith in God. They don't follow anything. They do all sort of nonsensical thing, right? They misbehave with others. all sort of things happens. So therefore, Kamsa was in that category. He spoke like a great philosopher, right? Just now we heard this one. But then again, you see, now one of the reason is also because he had bad people around him. Remember, we spoke about this in the past. Therefore, having bad friends around us is not good. You got to be careful in selecting your friends. Very picky, very choosy. You don't want to have hundreds of friends, right? How many friends do you have, Samanvi? Just tell the number. How many friends you have?
Um, I don't really know how much in the total, but I think I might have about 20.
Oh my God, 20 friends you have? Diksha, how many you have?
2 friends.
You only have two friends?
Yeah.
Is it Krishna and Balaram? Ah, Shrestha, Hare Krishna. Welcome, Shrestha. So, how many friends do you have, Shrestha?
4. I mean, yeah, 4. Wait,
Oh,
3.
four
3.
or three? Three or four?
3.
Three friends? Is it Brahma, Vishnu, and Maheshwar? All right, Akshara, how many you have?
I have 5 friends.
Oh, they must be Pancha Pandavas. All right, Mahati, go ahead.
I have about 10 friends.
That is Avatar, 10 avatars. So you all are wonderful devotees. My God, one has five, another one has four, another one has 10, right? Oh, Rukmini, how many you have?
I have same as Akshara, 5.
You also have five. Wonderful. So here is a point. So how many friends we have doesn't really matter. Are we having a quality people around us? Even if you have one friend, is he a true friend to us? Trustable, who can correct us in any time in our life, who does not hesitate to give correct advices in our life, right? That friend is what we are looking for, not the one who is there to just keep on pushing us in wrong direction. Vinasa kale viparita buddhihi. That is exactly what happened to Kamsa. Vinasha Kala. Whenever Vinasha Kala comes, who remembers one advice that we learned couple of weeks back about advices? Good advice, bad advice? We repeated quite several times. Who remembers that? No one?
Prabhuji, I remember.
Okay, go ahead.
So if we listen to if we don't listen to good advice, then our life will be fully evil.
Miserable. Very good. Gauransh, you wanted to say something. I saw you and then you went off.
One advice is that we should not listen to bad people.
Exactly. So Vinasha Kale Viparita Bhukti means our bad time starts when Buddhi goes on south, meaning when you associate and start hearing with bad people. Therefore, Kamsa really appreciated the wonderful, great idea that's been given by his friends. He said, let's do it. Let's do it. And then all Kamsa's friends, or as we saw earlier, that all the friends are so great that they can change their forms however they want. However they want. Right? Diksha, you have something to say?
I was going to tell about good advices and bad advices.
Go ahead, tell, complete it.
Um, if we listen to good advices, um, we we will um we will get good. If we listen to bad advices, our life will be spoiled.
Life will be spoiled. Thank you so much, Diksha. Very nice point. So we have to be careful whom we select our friends. And nowadays we have this media to increase our network, right? How many friends you have, right? How many people liked you? How many unlike? How many subscribed? We go into these numbers, right? So numbers for our personal life, that number really doesn't matter. So we have to be careful whom we have our friends are, right? So be careful in choosing your friends, and especially the friends should be having a spiritual interest. Hmm? They should be also devotees. That is what is going to help us. So have friends who are all devotees also. Okay. Okay, with that said, now Kamsa's all his associates, ministers that he had, and many people that he had, they are all asuras. They are not really good people. As you can see already, the advice that they gave us also not very good, right? They all can appear and take different forms, right? Different types of forms. They can become a bird. They can take a form of a beautiful young lady. They can become like a cow. They can become like a calf. They can become like a horse. They can do any sort of thing. They can fly on the sky, hide themselves, and any of these things they can do. Sometimes people are very interested in such mystic powers. They also want to fly. They also want to change their form. They want to become invisible. They want to do all sort of things. These are all not, as a devotees, we should not be very much interested in these magics, right? We should not be inspired or wanting to be magician. We don't want to be a magician. We want to be nice devotees. We are not here to show our ability and skills to others, hmm, so that people will think how great he is. See, he can float above this floor. He can change his form. He can read my mind. He can from here, from nowhere, he can produce something from in his hand, right? Apple or whatever it is, he can produce something. So those things are not the big deal for devotees. Devotees are not concerned about this mystic powers, magical things. Rather, they are concerned of only one thing. Am I a devotee? Am I able to remember Krishna all the time or not? That's all they're worried about. Nothing else. Everything else is considered to be like a dirt, like a dirt, right? Everything is dirt for them. Even you give the best of whatever in the world, they consider this to be a dirt, not nothing greater than a dirt, right? Therefore, we should all understand we are hankering for Krishna's bhakti, not to become someone famous, huh, with all these mystic powers, reading mind, doing things like that. While these demons were getting ready, right? While the demons were getting ready to try to find the baby and kill the baby, Krishna, on the other end, in Brajadham, Brajabhumi, Nanda Maharaj, who got his baby, right? Who got the baby, and he was getting ready to celebrate the birthday, the first Janma, first the baby, since the baby has arrived, he wants to celebrate it. So the baby was bathed personally by Nanda Maharaj. He purified the baby with all ointments, oils, special oil, sandalwood oil, and so many different types of oil. He nicely massaged the body of Krishna, transcendental body of Krishna. He bathed the baby with so many wonderful waters, holy waters from many places, which is mixed with turmeric, which is mixed with rose water, right? All those different things was nicely scented water. Krishna was bathed. While Krishna was bathing, and the Brahmanas were chanting all various mantras, and some people were reciting Puranas and stories, various stories from various Puranas. The birthday celebration was getting ready to be happening at the time, and then the whole place was decorated. Not only Krishna, for example, right? If say you got Meher. Do you have a brother or sister?
No. I only
No.
have a cousin whose name is Sasha.
That's fine. So, if you have a brother or a sister, new baby, your family is going to be so much happy. You're going to be in a joyful, jubilant mood, right? Whereas your next door people, your neighbors, your other people are not going to be that much. They'll tell, oh, congratulations, Meher, you got a sister, you got a brother, congratulations, and that's it. But then in Brajadham over there, when Nanda Maharaj had a baby, when all the people heard that the son was born to Yashoda, they all felt as if they got the child, as if they are the parent who got a new child. That's how the mood was there over in that village. Everyone were so happy, so happy. And not only that, they dressed up so nicely to come and see Krishna, right? So especially, when you go try to go see people, you should be well dressed. You should, your appearance should be good. You should really show that you're coming, you're happy to come and meet that person. Mm, Not with dirty clothes, not with unironed dress, and not combing your hair, and then sweating and all sort of thing. You just don't go and meet the person. You have to show that I'm very excited to come and meet with you, see you. How do you show that? You can show by your word, you can show by your action, also with your appearance. So therefore, it is important we dress up nicely when we go to meet people also. Not to show that, how beautiful I am, how handsome I am. That's not the idea. To show others that I'm happy to come and see you. See, how do you know? Well, you can show by your dress code, you can show by your body language, you can show by what you're taking with you to give them. There are many ways that you can express you're very happy to be with that person, right? So very important. Dressing aspect is quite very important. You should not go under dirt like dirty, undressed properly, right? So likewise, when the gopis of Rajadam, they all heard that son was born. Guess what? They picked the best dress in their house. The gopis picked the best sari, the super best expensive sari that they had. They picked that one. The gopas, they all picked the best dhoti. Right? They picked, and the girls, the gopis, they picked dresses, very nice dresses, and also they completely loaded with all sort of jewelries, earrings, nose ring, and bangles, and all sort of expensive thing, and the dresses, embroidered dresses. Yeah, they're wearing everything, and they also took the best gift they can give to Vasudev and Devaki. Sorry, excuse me, Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda. They were all ready, and the brahmanas were all everywhere, not only in that place, everywhere throughout the dham. They were all were reciting Vedic mantras continuously, and the roads were all washed with waters and sprinkled with turmeric. And then over there on the Nanda Maharaj said he was completely getting ready Krishna, so that people can, that people are going to come and start visiting them to see the newly born baby. So the baby was washed also with cow urine, right? By chanting mantras, cow urine. And then also Krishna's body on different parts were marked with cow dung. Cow dung means cows, the auspicious a stool, right? Cow is very auspicious. Cow urine is auspicious. Cow dung is auspicious because cow is very dear to Krishna, is holy, right? Therefore, one should be very careful how we treat cow. Cow should be specially treated well. That's why Krishna name is Gopala, and his name is also Govinda, right? Oh, protector of cows, protector as Brahmana. And all this interesting thing was going on when on the outside, all the Gopas, the grown-up boys, even the bigger ones, they were all taking the water, the scented water, which had rose in it, which had turmeric in it, and they started taking that water and sprinkling and putting on the others with joy, right? With joy, they were just sprinkling the water on the others. The other was pouring the water on someone else. Right? Not only that, they took, this is interesting, they took the butter and push it in. This is all coming from Krishna's pastime, right? Sometimes we see, we've seen that when people celebrate birthdays, right? When people celebrate birthday, uh, have you seen when they have this cake, right? Cake is made of, we have Bhavya and Gauransh, their mom makes wonderful nice cake. She's cake specialist with all different designs and decorations and creamy things over there. So have you seen that you take, sometimes people take the cream out of the cake, or in the name of feeding the cake into the person who is having birthday, celebrating the birthday, they push it on the face with the cream. Have you seen these things? Right? Right? You will be thinking that, you'll be thinking, oh, he's going to feed me the cake. You come, they take it too close to the mouth. Oh, the face is full of cream now, right? Everywhere it's cream, you know. So you see this, right? So this is this is all coming from Bhagavatam. This is all coming from Bhagavatam. So here it is, where they didn't push it on the they didn't put it on Krishna's face, but what they did was the boys and the Gopal, they were all taking the butter and all those things and putting on the face of the others. Oh, like this, and the other one is taking another handful of it and throwing on the face of the other one. It is all was joyful mood. They were all enjoying birth of Krishna. They were so happy. It was in a festival mood throughout. They were festival mood. And not only that, and Rohini was also present there with Balaram. Let's not forget Balaram, right? Balaram was also right there. So Balaram was also going through the same thing. Rohini was also going through the same thing. They're all enjoying the birth of Balaram and Krishna over there. And then Nanda Maharaj appointed very special guards, security people, right? He appointed security people to protect Gokula, the entire Gokula, so nothing bad happens. Hmm. And then Nanda Maharaj, after the celebration was birthday was happening. So birthday is not bad to celebrate. The first thing is we should understand Krishna celebrated his birthday. Okay? Kids can celebrate their birthday. But when you're celebrating the birthday, we should understand this idea is to get the blessings of others. That is why one has to celebrate birthday, so that we can get the blessings of others. And that is an opportunity for us to serve others. That is the purpose of birthday. Right? So everyone should celebrate birthday. You kids, you all can celebrate birthday, enjoy your birthday. But remember, number one is serve others by having birthday, by giving them prasadam, by giving them gifts. And also the third point is taking their blessings, right? These are the important factor why one has to celebrate birthday. Not to simply collect gifts, right? How many gifts I got? Oh, look at that girl. I gave her a big bag of gift, and look at this. She just gave me a pen. Oh my God. Only one pen she gave. I gave a coloring kit, complete coloring kit for her birthday, and she only gave me one pen. Horrible lady, horrible girl. What type of friend she is. Next time I will give her a coin, a penny. That's all I'm going to give her for her birthday, right? So we should not be expecting anything on our birthday. If it comes, we take it and use it in Krishna's service. Remember Krishna with those gifts. But if you don't get it, you don't get upset out of it. You don't make friendship based on how much the other person gives you. Make sense? Does it make sense to you all? You should not count someone as your friend based on how much they give you, because that varies, right? Say, for example, if a person comes and gives you a truckload of cotton balls as your birthday gift, a truckload of soft toys, okay, Bhavya, picking on you. Someone is coming on your birthday, right, and giving you a truckload of soft toys, okay, and then one other friend is coming and giving you, Bhavya, here it is, and then she's just giving one gold coin, okay. Now you feel, look at this girl, she's just giving one little coin. And look at that person who gave me a truck full of soft toys. So you go by a quantity or a quality of the gift?
Quantity, Prabhu.
Sorry?
Quantity.
Not quantity, quality. Quality is important, not the quantity, right? Now here is another question for you all, right? A person comes, he doesn't give anything. He doesn't give anything to your birthday, but he comes for your birthday. Now, there is no quality, there is no quantity from what we just saw, correct? Yes? So how do you categorize, how do you want to categorize that person who came to your birthday but did not bring anything to you for gift, as a gift? Not even a coin. What to speak about a truckload of soft toys? Yeah, Meher?
I would categorize him in like he just wanted to come here and have fun.
What is that? Say that again.
I would just categorize him in the category of he just wants to come and have fun.
Okay, okay. So Meher, thank you, Meher. So Meher is going to put that person into a category of those people who just want to come and have fun, because he doesn't want to give me anything. He just want to come and have fun and take advantage of this birthday party. He will enjoy and go. That's how he's going to be categorized. What other ways that we can categorize that person into in a better way? In a better way, how you want to categorize? This is one way of what you said. That's enough, Meher. I'll come back to you if no one else is there. So Meher said one way. Is there another way that we can categorize this person in a better way? Anyone can think beyond outside of the box, our mind box, which always makes us to think wrong about others. Yeah, Rukmini?
So I was just telling that what were you saying?
I didn't hear what you said. Say that again.
You just say like if no one came and no one gave a gift, then what will I do? Yeah, what will
Yes, that's the
I
question.
do?
What do you think about the
So
person?
I will think that it's okay, and I think I will give a gift for him.
Okay, that's okay. Anyone else? Thank you, Rukmini. Yes, Meher, you have some additional points?
Yeah, so I would also categorize him in the category of he is, I invited him as a friend, not to get any presents.
Okay, that's another very good thought you can think about. You invited him not to not that he's going to get you something. You just invited him so that he can be with you, right? So you can appreciate that person. He's taking his time to come and be with you. He accepted your invitation. That's a nice way of thinking about and considering that person, putting that person into the good category of the bucket, right? So always try to see what can be taken as a good factor rather than seeing the bad thing out of it. And this is exactly what we are going to see either today or in the next class on revolving on this particular topic. So there are hundreds of opportunity for us to pick on someone, to see someone as bad person. Does any one of you want to share, if you're very kind enough, you can want to share that where by mistake you felt someone is doing wrong, and then later you realize that actually it is not wrong. Any experience you have, or anytime you have felt that your mind is telling, look at this person is very bad. Look at this Lal. He keeps on talking all the time. My God, what a horrible guy he is. That is very. I'm okay with that. But I'm just saying, does a mind keeps telling about someone else how bad they are? Anytime it, yeah, Mahati, you want to share some points? You don't need to mention names if you don't want to, but you want to say something on that?
I can like tell you what happened, like why I thought of that. So actually we were playing a game, but I came last and they didn't allow me. So then I thought that, oh, like I won't allow them next time. But then I thought, oh yeah, there's already too much people. So yeah.
Thank you so much. It was very nice. Thank you so much for sharing your personal thing. That is really appreciated. So you see how mind works. Someone, we go ahead.
One point I have is like I was trying to make something and then it wasn't working, like I wasn't able to make it. And then I knew that maybe it might not have enough space to build that, so I had to take some things off.
Something's off. I didn't. Can you just repeat? I like to hear what you said to understand it. Say one more time, please.
So I was trying to build a tent, Wait, I
Oh,
just have a tent and then there's just like a blanket. So I was trying to connect that to the sofa, but it wasn't working. So I knew that maybe if I moved the tent a bit out, then there would be enough space. And I knew that if I just moved some things out, or if I moved the tent, then there will be much more space.
see, this is a very nice example you're telling. Now you have something called tent, right? And a tent, you're trying to fix it and work it, but it's not working out. So you felt, oh, you might, what you're feeling inside is that, oh, this tent is terrible. Maybe it's not very good. It's so very hard to fix it. I cannot play with it. What? And the mind can go to the extreme of saying, look at my dad. He got me some cheap tent. Oh my God. I told him to go with an expensive one, but then he saved $10 and then got an horrible one. What a dad he is, right? So mind can go to the extreme case and telling you that, therefore, my dad did like this. I'm not going to eat today. I'm very upset. I'm not going to play with my sister. I'm not going to do my assignments. I'm not going to attend Bhagavatam class because the tent did not get fixed. It was an horrible, right? Mind can go to all the extreme. But then later your mind also gave you an option where you worked out very nicely, right? So always we have to think and see good in what we have. Very important point. Because everyone has faults. Is anyone does not have faults? Can you think of someone other than great personalities? Other than, we don't want to consider Krishna here. We all know Krishna is faultless, right? What is the thing? What is that? Anyone here would like to share? What is the thing that you think you need to work on, which you feel is not good in you? Something which you feel that you have to work on to make yourself better. Is there anything that, yeah, Bhavya?
Prabhuji, we have to. So something I really need to work on is controlling my mind, and in order to do that, I just have to like try to control it, try to practice, try to don't do the things the mind say, try to think something else. If the mind saying something bad about someone, then I have to think something good about that specific person,
Very
something
good.
like that.
Thank you. So your thing of mind always runs towards start judging people, and you're telling you have to slow down on that aspect. So thank you, Bhavya. So let's hear from Akshara. Akshara, what do you think that you need to work on? You are all wonderful kids. I know that. But there are some areas of improvement that you may want to do. What is that you think you need to work on, Akshara?
I think I want to work on doing my homework faster.
You have to work on doing homework faster rather than sitting there and doing it slowly and wasting time and prolonging your assignment, right? You get distracted, right?
Yeah.
So that's something you can work on, right? It's under your control, correct? Yes, very good. You can work on. Anyone else want to share what you want to an area of improvement in you, not in your brother or sister, not in your dad or mom, in you? What is it you feel that you have to work on? Who wants to go next? So everyone is perfect. So
Prabhuji,
that is going to be the assignment, right? So you are going to analyze this week. You're going to analyze this week what is the fault in me, right? What are the area that I need to work on to make myself as a better person? So even though Bhavya and Akshara you told, still you're going to add this as an assignment. Okay, what are the list out those things? What are the areas that I need to improve on to be a better person? Am I getting angry too fast? I'm being jealous of others. Am I not doing duties like Akshara said on time, wasting time, right? Thinking bad about other, any of these things could be the thing, right? So list out all these things for this week. Watch your thought this week carefully. You're going to watch your thought carefully. Meher and everyone will be going to sharing this assignment next week. Okay, you're going to list it out, write down. You're going to make a habit of writing down watching your thought for this week, starting after this class. Any incident happens in your dealings for rest of this week, you're going to write it down. Hmm? And then understand where is the problem, and that is what you're going to share, and you're going to tell how you're going to address that problem. I'm not going to tell you the solution, so you're going to tell, this is a problem I'm having, Lal, so I'm thinking that this is how it's going to help us next time, and this is how it's going to help me personally to be a better person without this problem. Okay, let's move on. Now, with that said, the security guard has been put in place. Now it is time for Nanda Maharaj, to go to Mathura, because Kamsa is the king over there, self-appointed king, right? No one made him as a king. He put his father Ugrasena into the jail. He became king himself. Now, Kamsa, being a king, and there are many small villages, small countries around. They all have to pay taxes to Kamsa, right? Tax period. It's a tax period. You have to file your tax and get your returns, right? It's the same thing now. For Nanda Maharaj, in those days, there's no returns on all those concepts. You have to just pay the tax. So Nanda Maharaj was ready and he went to Mathura and to pay his tax, because Nanda is ruling over, taking in charge of the Gokula. So he went to pay his tax to Mathura. When he went there, he paid his tax, and Vasudev, who came to know that Nanda Maharaj has come, Vasudev and Nanda Maharaj are good friends. Okay, therefore Vasudev wanted to meet Nanda. So he went and met Nanda wherever he was staying in Mathura. He went and met Nanda Maharaj. And friends' conversation are so sweet and nice, right? Very nice conversation. Vasudev was asking Nanda Maharaj, and Nanda was speaking to Vasudev. They had a beautiful exchange. Hmm? Therefore, Nanda Maharaj was asking how you're doing, Vasudev, how's Devaki, and then likewise, my dear brother Nanda, how are you doing? How are your families doing over there in Gokula? Is everyone is doing good? Hmm? So they were just asking, inquiring each other. And then Vasudeva was telling, I'm out of separation from you. I'm feeling so miserable, but I always think about you, Nanda Maharaj. You're in my thought all the time. How are the animals doing over there? How are the cows over there? How are your friends and relatives over there? Is everyone doing fine? Are you having enough water? Are you having enough grains? Are you getting plenty of rains? These are the good things that he was asking to Nanda Maharaj. And how's my son Baladev doing? Baladeva, how's my wife Rohini is doing? Is everyone is fine? And then he was also saying that dharma, artha, kama. All those things, dharma, artha, kama. Are you all familiar with three terms? Have you ever heard these three terms, dharma, artha, and kama? Any of you heard these terms? No? So it'd be nice if you want to write down some points that we are telling. It'd be nice if you have a paper and pen, and you may take notes. Also, is a good habit to take notes, right? Some of these points, especially when it comes to assignments. So you can, if you like, you can have paper and pen and write these things. Dharma, artha, kama. Dharma means the religiosity. Religiosity. Whatever one's supposed to do, puja, their occupational duties, all those things falls into dharma. So what is your dharma? Who's here? Bhavya, what is your dharma?
Prabhuji, as a student, I have to first gather the knowledge of material world and spiritual including, and I also have to do bhakti with as a student life.
Okay, very good. I Shrestha, what is your dharma? What is your duty, Shrestha?
Um, doing my homework and cleaning my room.
Okay, very good. So who else is there? Okay, Samanvi, what is your dharma?
My dharma is chanting and studies and always Krishna Bhakti. And one more is being calm sometimes.
Okay, very nice. You're very good. Okay, Diksha, you want to go next and then Akshara.
My dharma is chanting every day.
Oh my God, you have a main dharma. Very good. Akshara.
My dharma is chanting Hare Krishna every day and reading Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita.
Thank you so much, Akshara. Meher,
And
what is your
study.
dharma? Okay.
My dharma is to do my homework, attend my class, um, lighting a fire, and taking the god for bath.
Okay. Thank you so much. Where is Rukmini? I don't see her anymore. Are you there, Rukmini? What is your dharma? Okay.
My my dharma is like chanting
Oh,
and attending Bhagavatam class,
oh, okay.
doing homework, and
Okay. Thank you, Rukmini. Okay. Lastly, Mahati.
My dharma is to obey my parents and chant every day.
Wow, you are all having wonderful, nice dharma listed out. Hmm? And that's very impressive dharma. So that is dharma, right? By doing dharma, then you get artha. What does artha means? Does anyone know? You don't know, right? So we are going to learn. Dharma means doing your duty, religiosity, right? Your occupational duty. That is dharma. As a kids, you're all having your dharma to obey your parents, follow their instructions, and then do your studies well. And whatever has been told to do, you're doing it correctly. That is your dharma. Hmm? And artha is by doing that, what is it you're going to get? By studying well, what is it you're going to get? By obeying to your parents, what is it you're going to get? By chanting every day, listening to Bhagavatam, what is it you're going to get? Yes, Meher.
Actually, I raised my hand for something else. When you said Artha means like what you do and what you get, I was thinking like, hey, it's the same thing like the phrase tit for tat. If you give something good, you get something good.
Okay, thank you for your comment, Meher. Thank you. So by doing certain things, you're getting something out of it. That's called artha. So what do you get of what you all just said now? Bhavya, you go.
Prabhuji, by studying properly, we get the knowledge, and so we are able to preach to motivate people, and by chanting, we are getting closer to Krishna.
Okay. So by studying, you can take care of these things. First thing is by studying, you can have your life settled. You find a job, you earn a money and use that money in however you want to use, whatever way, each one is different, however you want to. And you buy a house, you buy a car, you whatever you need to do, right? That's called artha. You accumulate wealth. The wealth can be different for different people. That's a topic by itself. Now with the artha, what do? When you have a fantastic things that you bought, right? You have what is the latest toy that you purchased, Diksha?
What?
What is the latest toy that you purchased or you got from your parents?
Latest toy. Um, my my tent.
Your tent. Oh, looks like I have to go and look for this tent first. Tent is so popular. All right. Oh, you're under the tent already. That's where you're sitting. Inside your house, you have a tent. Wow, this is nice. It's like in the body, and in the body, you have a heart, and the Atma is residing in the heart. Like that, you are inside the tent. Very nice. Very, very nice. You're explaining by your demonstrating it by showing us all these things. All right. So when you have your toys, when you have certain things, you start enjoying them, right? You start enjoying them. You don't lock it up and keep it in a place. You don't lock it and keep it in place. It's just funny. I just remember this one, which I would like to share is, when I was a boy going to school, and I used to ask my mom, mom, there are some my mom kept on using the same vessels for cooking, and on the rack I saw a couple of vessels right there, like brand new. Okay, and never been used. Then I asked my mom that, why are you not using those vessels? And then my mom said, this vessels I got as a gift for my marriage. My mom said. And I said, well, that's very good. Then why are you not using it? Well, I want to preserve it. Preserve and do what? I will give it to you when you get married. What? Then I have to go to preserve that, not using it, for my child to preserve it. Ultimately, what happened? We got something which was never used at all, right? Does anyone do that? You buy a car, latest car, put it in the garage, lock it forever, never drive out, right? So that's not we do. When we do the dharma, we get the artha. The artha are the things for us to. The third thing called enjoy. Enjoy those things, which is what called as kama, right? Kama means to utilize those things that we got, huh, as artha. So you learn the three terms today: dharma, artha, and kama. What Vasudev is saying here is, if you don't have, if you don't have your friends and relatives, your friends and relatives are not properly situated, right? You have your friends and your relatives. They are not well situated. They are not protected. They are not happy. Then the three things, dharma, artha, and kama, has no value. Okay? Therefore, when we have friends, we have to make sure our friends are happy. If you have relatives, you have to make sure our relatives are also taken care, in the whatever the way that they can be taken care. So if you don't do these things, the dharma, artha, kama, whatever the three things, has no values. This is what is being told. Hmm? And then Nanda Maharaj was responding and saying to Vasudev, my dear Vasudev, Kamsa mercilessly killed all your children. It is very sad. Hmm? So you had one daughter finally, and that daughter also went into heavenly planet. And when Vasudev was having and Nanda Maharaj was having this conversation, Vasudev said, Nanda, my dear friend Nanda, return back to Gokula sooner, very soon, because there could be possible things might happen. Some danger could come to destroy your family, to destroy and affect your child. Therefore, you paid your tax. Please return back sooner. Do not stay here any further. And Nanda Maharaj embraced Vasudev. Vasudev embraced Nanda Maharaj. They greeted, after greeting each other, they departed. Vasudev went to his place and Nanda Maharaj returned back in his bullock cart. In those days, they either go by walk or they use the bullock cart. You know what bullock cart means, right? A cart which has been pulled by the bulls. Right? Those days, there is accident never happens. Why? It was mostly bullock carts or people walk, right? And accents were less. They had more time to do a lot of things, but we have the fast going cars, but still we don't have time. Amazing, right? We can reach any place at any time, but we don't have time to do small things also, to greet each other, to take and call, make a call and speak to some people. We don't have time for any of this, but we have so much time to waste time in many sense, right? So we have to consider these things. The facilities that we have is much more advanced than those days, but still we keep complaining that we don't have what? Unmute.
Time.
We don't have time. Those days there was you will be amazed, but it is 100% true. You can go to internet and find out. Those days this was not existing. Really, this was not existing, and there were no any internet connection. There were no electricity. There were no gas like how we are having gas now. But everything was going nice. With that said, Nanda Maharaj returned back to his place. He was returning back to his place. And next week, we are going to see an interesting story of a very first demon who is going to come. Of many, many demons we are going to see, the very first demon is going to come. Let's wait for the demons to arrive. Meanwhile, remember your assignment so you can work on that this week. Okay, so we have some announcement, and then we'll go with the announcement first. Ashok Prabhu, back to you. Thank you.
So, Hare Krishna, everyone. So, the announcement is about the email I sent actually a couple of days ago, and also on the message WhatsApp that there's a drama which has been organized. It's a spiritual drama by Narayan Prabhu, and he needs volunteers. About 10 volunteers he needs, and I would actually invite him to speak about the drama. And apparently the Telugu version has been a big hit, and I sent out the link. If it's even if you don't understand Telugu, just listen to the drama. I mean, just the acting is wonderful. So, Narayan Prabhu, are you there?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. So, you want to speak about the drama, and we can get the names who wants to really, participate.
So, for Telugu Association, for Pongal Festival, we did a drama that is for about 21 minutes. So, it is a super hit, I can say, because a lot of people appreciated everyone, and a lot of people are watching that. It's a general topic, and at the same time, at the end, we are clubbing the Bhagavad Gita, how it is related to the general thing. So, that's what people liked it. This is a series of dramas that we are going to do in different languages also now. We'll start with Telugu, and then English and Hindi, both the languages we want to proceed. So if anybody interested, tomorrow evening, we'll be starting the rehearsal for the English one. And 2 rehearsals, not more than that. Just 2 rehearsals. Monday, Sunday, and one more day in between, and Friday we'll take the recording. It's not a live. We'll do the recording on Friday, and whenever we get a chance, we can play that in one of the Saturday Bhagavatam class. So that's what we are thinking. So if really you're interested, so just give your names to either to Ashok Prabhu or to me, or maybe you can give right now if you want. And not only this one, we have a series of dramas like this. So for every 2 months, one drama will be there, roughly like that. We are planning it. So whatever we covered in Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, those things we'll put on a drama part of it, so that people will clearly understand. So the direction we are going it.
Is it for kids or adults?
Kids we have separate. Krishna Balaram school is there. There we are doing any dramas. Lot of dramas we are seeing it. Mainly for these for adults above
Bigger kids.
bigger. It's above 18 and 19, something like that. 18 plus.
Bigger kids and senior people.
Yeah.
And you needed 10 people, right? And preferably one couple who's relatively older. The
Yes.
story is that this couple has 4 children, and they all four of them get married, and then it's a story which goes around the life of those. Very nice, nicely done. Very nicely written. I heard from Naran Prabhu, so I think it'll be very nice to have people participate in this.
And I spoke with yesterday with Kiran Mataji. I don't know whether she's agreeing, because we need some elderly couple to participate. That is one of the requirement.
Yeah, I just want to tell one thing, to keep telling elderly might put someone feel like don't want to participate. Right?
We'll make them an elderly. If they're young, we will make them elderly for dressing
Yeah.
and all those things.
So I think so. Yeah, age is not a bar.
Yeah.
Any couple can participate.
Yes.
There's a role. I think we should say there is a role for elderly, and then there'll be role for youngers and all that. So
Yeah.
That's the right way of saying. Thank you.
so I think that's what. Do you? If you don't volunteer, then we'll have to volunteer you all. So I think that's the rule of this class. And we see wherever you fit in, we can put you in there. Is that something which you want to do, or you want to volunteer?
So I got confirmation from Lavlina Mataji,
Okay.
and also Srivalli. She's acting from India, so in this call she's also there, and she's there.
Okay.
And I don't know about and also Nishra Mataji is there.
Okay.
And
so Nisha Mataji is there. Are they going to play the couple?
Prabhu, Anjali wants to participate.
Oh, Srinivas.
Srinivas, yes. You want to take your own role?
No, Srinivas and Mataji. No, Srinivas and Mataji both can really do a very good job. I think that role which you're saying, that's really nice.
Anjali wants to participate.
Anjali, that means you want to take that role, Krishna Prasad role?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Got it. Very nice.
We got that now.
Yeah.
And also Rama Priya, I included.
Okay.
So I think we have people now. So only for the old couple I was looking for. So that Srinivas has volunteered.
Yeah. So he's not old couple. I think we should just make him old. He's a very young couple.
Yeah, we have to make them old. Yes.
Yeah,
So
we'll make them.
In the drama, they are old couple.
Yes.
But
we won't be surprised. Yeah.
So we have to decorate them. That. If anybody wants interested, so let us know, so that in future drama or whatever, in this drama also, it is in our hand. We can extend our number of characters also.
Yeah.
So that's what we started with, 6 characters. Slowly we extended to 10 characters, because a number of people wanted to participate in Telugu thing. So we extended that to 10 characters, but everyone got a number of characters. Some more dialogues can be distributed, so they don't need to memorize much on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think you have enough people now.
Yes.
Right now. Okay.
I think we are good now at this moment.
Okay. All right then. Okay, Prabhu. Thank you.
So I will send the email to whoever said okay. But tomorrow evening, at about 7 o'clock, we'll start the rehearsal.
Okay, Prabhu.
And also, Lal Prabhu, can you update that script that I sent you? Maybe if you have time to today.
Okay, sure. Only one request is, since our Sunday program is going till 7, sometime it may take 7:15. You want to make sure that's not audience not get.
Then we'll make it at 8 o'clock. That should be fine.
Yeah, please work it in such a way that people are attending the Sunday program, not to skip the Sunday program and do this. Okay.
Yeah, 8 o'clock we'll make it tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, Ashok Prabhu, anything else?
No, Prabhu, thank you so much for the nice class today.
Okay, thank you all very much. We'll see you again next week. Be prepared. It's going to be very scary. At first, demon is coming. Very scary demon. and you all can, the girls can dress up like a beautiful gopis and come if you like to, and the boys can dress up like gopas, like Krishna. In other words, if you like to, it's optional. You can do that. Okay. See you all next week. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you
I
so
have
much.
a comment. I have a comment.
Okay, what's your comment? What's your comment, Rukmini?
Hare Krishna.
What's the comment?
I like the whole class.
You enjoyed the whole class? How much?